friends? Today we hit the road for a shoot, then another shoot, then another shoot, then preparing for 3 days of shooting. Let's go. So today I had to come back to Grants Pass, Oregon, to my old office at Dutch Bros Coffee. This is actually where my first office was. Oh my God.
We just want to talk to you a little bit about leading with love in tough situations.
Right now we're teaching them how to work hard, how to show up on time, how to be kind to one another. These are simple things that are so valuable.
Well, I just got back to Roseburg and I actually still have 2 shoots left tonight. So I had the shoot in Grants Pass. I have one out in Glide, which is like 30 minutes away. And then I still have to go back and get some pickup shots for the mermaid shoot that I did last night. I did have something on my mind today, but I don't have time to talk about it right now. So I'll try to catch you guys in between my next 2 shoots and talk about it. Just kind of thinking about the idea of people not liking your creative work. So I want to touch on that a little later. I gotta hurry up and get in the office and get a couple things done before I go out to my next shoot. So I'll see you guys in a bit. So I just wrapped the shoot at my buddy Trevor's house and it was so rad. We flew the drone. I mean, look where I'm at. The property is beautiful. Trevor, your house is awesome if you're watching this. And man, his crew is super cool. I'm gonna be spending the next few days with them. So the next vlog is gonna be with them at the lake. Okay, so I've got a few minutes. So I wanna talk just a minute about when people don't like what you do creatively. They don't like your work. They don't like what you've done. And it can be for anything creative. I mean, anything. It could be from videos and photos to the dinner you made your family. I mean, I don't know. It's about when people don't like what you put your heart and soul into. And it's a tough thing because when you put your heart and soul into something and someone says they don't like it, or you just get something other than praise, it feels like it's personally against you. You know, if they don't like it, they don't like you as a person. And it's really hard to separate that. I'll never forget the first time that I got negative feedback on a video that I'd made. And it wasn't even like, I'm not talking about like trolls where people just are like talking trash. I'm saying someone gave like constructive criticism over something that I created. I think he said he watches the vlogs, but my buddy Tom, he works for Dutch Bros. He was the art director at the time at Dutch Bros when I started as a videographer. I made this video. Remember, up to this point, this was about 5 years ago, and up to this point, I'd only heard positive things about the videos I'd made. And I'll never forget, I finished my first video as a corporate employee for Dutch Bros, and it was like a grand opening video for one of the openings of their stores. And we had a bunch of people come in to watch it, and we showed the video, and everyone was like, oh man, like DJ, so good, we love it, wow, good job. And as everybody was filtering out, Tom stayed back. And Tom said, man, like, good job, man, that's really, really cool. I have a couple of thoughts. I'll never forget the feeling. It was like he had already like reached inside of my chest. Like he'd already got in there and was holding on to everything that was keeping me happy. And I'm like, whatever comes out next, I don't know if I'm ready for it. And he said, man, you know, like, it seems kind of like it's just kind of all over the place. You know, there's not really like a story, and it just feels kind of random, you know? I'm gonna be real transparent here. I thought, Tom, who do you think you are? Huh? Telling me what to do, telling me how to make I got defensive inside right away. Right away. And then I let it marinate. And he was absolutely right, by the way. The video, I mean, if you ask me now, that video was horrible. So he was being nice, giving that criticism the way he did. I guess my point of telling that story, my point of this is that the first piece about when people don't like your work, the first piece is that you have to get it in your mind that you're never perfect. You're never gonna be to the place where your work is transcended criticism, and that it's gonna be the most perfect piece of art. So no matter what, you know, everything you put out could always be better, which means there's always room for improvement, which means there's always room for criticism. So that's the first step. If you can accept the fact that it's not perfect, then you know that there's things that you could hear to make it better. Well, the next piece of this is to understand that if you're not getting any form of criticism, any form of feedback, any form of negativity, if it's on YouTube and you're not getting any dislikes at all, 0 dislikes, it probably means your content, what you're making, what you're creating is vanilla. It's plain. It's not hitting anybody in their heart. It's not hitting anybody emotionally. So because of that, it's not really adding a ton of value. So if you're not getting any dislikes, that's like, I would say it's almost a red flag, because you want to make stuff that's going to impact people, make them feel something. And if you do that well and you make people feel something, that means there's probably a group of people that might not love it. And so that gets me into the next and the last piece, which is when people don't like your work, just straight up don't like it. Like, not for me, I don't get it, it's weird, don't like it. Understand that everyone has an audience. Everyone has a group of people, right? Because there's nobody that's just across the board everyone's favorite director, everyone's favorite athlete. I mean, how many debates are there on Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant? It doesn't matter. Those guys, for some people, they're the greatest in the world, and for others, they're complete garbage. Like, no joke. Some people think that Michael Jordan was complete garbage. So knowing that everyone has their audience, then rest in it and love the ones that support. And if someone's giving you feedback, true feedback, not trolls, not just hating to hate, swallow your pride, accept it, and see how you can work it into the next thing. And when you do get trolls, rejoice. Rejoice, because if you have trolls, it means someone is taking the time to follow and watch your content just so they can hate with empty negative comments. Who cares? Who cares? Your people that follow you and support you are gonna come to your defense. My big point is, if you don't have people disliking your stuff, you're not making the impact yet. Keep going. And that's how I feel. I'm ready to keep going, keep pushing, keep making content. And just to wrap that story up, by the way, Tom was like one of my closest friends, and I trust him like no one else when it comes to giving honest feedback of things that I make. Yes, that was tough for me to hear initially, and I'm sure that he doesn't love just, trying to like criticize someone's creative work, because he's also an artist and an amazing one, by the way. The big thing is that he was willing to tell me that, and that truly was the start of me going down this path of kind of developing thicker skin to be able to grow as an artist and hear those things of feedback, right? Without it crushing my soul. Anyway, rant over, on to the rest of the day. By the way, how does this look? Because this is with this new Fuji lens. I feel like this is the setup. I feel like this looks way better. It's real easy to shoot with, but I feel like it looks better. All right, on with the vlog. Let's go to the next thing. I'll see you at the next shoot. That's a wrap for today. Today was a busy one. I had multiple shoots. I had an unboxing of this lens, which by the way, like, it sold me. I don't know, I mean, the quality's crazy, way better than what I was doing before. I think I'm gonna stick with this one. It's the Fuji X-T2 with the Fuji 16mm 1.4 lens, super crispy. Share this video with someone if you know they're a creator and they're potentially like a little sensitive and maybe need to hear that message and encouragement of it's good and it's okay if people don't like your content or what you're creating. And it's also okay if people give you constructive criticism. It usually means they care about you enough to tell you the truth. Hope you guys have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. There's a turkey on the road. Come on, turkey, wait for me. Let me get a shot of you. Uh-oh, you're separated from your friend. Whoa! Kobe. By the way, Kylie's with me today. She's helping me get these pickup shots. The pickup shots that I needed to get. Am I on the right road? Wait.